Rory O'Connor was one of over 20 sons of Tuathail Ua Conchobar, King of Connacht and High King of all Ireland. Imagine a royal family reunion where the favorite son title was hotter than the last slice of pizza, and Rory was usually left with the crust. At 20, Rory and his brother Ed decided it was time to spice things up by staging a rebellion against their dad. Ed ended up in the One Eye Club, and Rory got himself arrested. To put it mildly, it was a family gathering no one would forget, mostly because of the "please don't kill us" speeches Rory had to make. After a year in captivity, Rory was freed by an archbishop, which was kind of like getting out of a really bad game of Monopoly because someone finally flipped the board. Rory then set out to prove he could be the High King, like a kid, proving he could eat more chocolate than his siblings. He kicked things off by putting his brothers on an involuntary, no-vision diet and making sure his dad's enemies were treated to a constant stream of bad Yelp reviews. In 1156, when his father passed away, Rory became the sole heir to Connacht, which meant he could finally put his siblings on permanent time out. But while Rory was busy redecorating his power base, a rival king swooped in and snagged the High Kingship, kind of like someone cutting in line at the deli. For the next decade, Rory and this rival king played an elaborate game of who can hold Ireland the longest. Finally, Rory's rival bit the dust in battle, so Rory rode off to Dublin to claim the High Kingship, only to find out it came with a free bonus of invaders. Rory threw a big celebration called the Uinneach Tailteann, which was basically an ancient version of a big birthday bash where he handed out gifts to everyone except the party crasher Dermot MacMorrow, whom Rory exiled faster than a bad house guest. Dermot, not one to take rejection lightly, ran to the Normans and convinced them to invade. As a result, Rory's strategic map started looking like a jigsaw puzzle, with pieces of Leinster and cities like Waterford and Wexford falling to the Normans. When the Normans took Dublin, Rory gathered an army of 60,000, which is like inviting all your friends to a party, and then discovering you've got way more guests than snacks. He besieged Dublin in 1171, hoping to starve out the invaders, but the Normans had a different plan. They charged out and gave Rory's forces a new appreciation for how not to win a battle. Despite his defeat, Rory managed to keep the Normans from taking over too much of Ireland, holding them at bay like a bouncer at an exclusive club. He even wiped out a large Norman force trying to crash his Munster party. In 1175, Rory sat down with King Henry II of England to sign a treaty, which was a bit like saying, let's call a truce and agree to disagree until the next family feud. The Normans never fully conquered Ireland during Rory's reign, and when Rory passed away in 1198, he was the last true independent Gaelic High King of Ireland. The Normans finally managed to snag the High Kingship after his death, proving that sometimes, even after an epic party, someone's always there to clean up the leftovers.